Hey guys, so with the EX6 releasing today, I wanted to put a quick deck building guide out for anyone looking to play Leomon. This is an in-archetype build, so it's going to be a baseline before you start adding things in like Leopardmon X Antibody and Terubimon Ace. So keep that in mind. A lot of this deck is going to be set in stone, however you can kind of play with ratios depending on what you want and how your local metal, develops in the coming weeks. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to start bottom to top, work from your babies all the way up to your level 6s. Then we'll get into options and tamers. Feel free to just screenshot the deck if you just want to throw it in your deck builder, order your cards, and start playing. So for our egg, we're going to be using Fremon. This is kind of non-negotiable. When attacking, draw off Leomon is in its name. The best egg, kind of the only egg we can run at this point. Keep in mind that none of our rookies are going to be able to proc this. None of them have Leomon in them. A lot of people get that mixed up, like, oh, Leomon and Tex. No, not the same. So I do run 10 rookies. If you feel like you need to see more rookies, feel free to, change ratios a bit and increase and decrease where you think is valid. But for our 4-ofs, we're going to be running 4 of the Elecmon, 4 of Leomon. They're just in archetype searchers, that's kind of it, and also their inheritables are really good for level 3s. For my other and third level 3, I run the memory blocking Terriermon. This is more so catered to my local meta. The Pomumon, who blocks Digimon from being played by effects, is probably better. However, keep in mind that it also stops Fortitude and also future cards like Cherubi Ace and Leopardmon. So if you want to run another rookie, I recommend running the Pomumon. For our level 4s, it's just going to be the 3 in archetype level 4s that we have. The reason we run 4 of the black and green Leomon and 2 of the Leomon is because D-Digivolve is arguably one of, if not the best form of removal, and it also gets things closer in range of your heavy Leo and also your level 5s. 3 of the Mad Leomons. This is really just kind of like flavor, right? This adds flavor and value to the deck that are needed. Now, you don't get the reduction, however, you are coming from trash. So it if your stack actually does get deleted and your level 5s land in trash without hitting Fortitude, or maybe your heavy Leo just, procced its Fortitude and you have a level 5 in trash, you can rebuild quickly with Mad Leomon. Also, if you have a Leomon in stack and you need to de-digivolve something twice, you can heavy Leomon, keep turn, swing, end of attack, pop itself. It's going to on deletion de-digivolve bottom deck and then play itself out again. And you're also playing another level 4 on top of that. So Mad Leomon really just gets the engine going. So for your 5s, not really negotiable. Not negotiable at all, to be honest with you. You run 4 Grab Leo, you run 4 Loader Leo. There's really no contest. They're just great cards and they're in archetype. So, and most of the time they're going to be at a reduced cost. So for our 6s, we're going to be running 4 Heavy Leo, 1 Boncho. The Heavy Leo is kind of just the cream of the crop. It's kind of just the best level 6 we have. It's a phenomenal card at 4 cost and 13k. A lot of times it's actually going to be reduced because of trainings and because of other things. And yeah, that's it. So for our Boncho, this is kind of a defense mechanism. I can't really do anything right now. I'm rebuilding, so I'm going to play this Boncho. I'm going to keep giving you minus security attack. I'm just going to try to chill. If you manage to get Heavy Leo and Boncho Man on the field at the same time, it's a hell of a combo to deal with. And most of the time, most opponents can't deal with it unless they have something big. So yeah, that's your level 6 choices. For your level 7s, I run 1 Quartzmon and 1 Chaosmon. I will be honest, the Chaosmon's kind of just for fun. Keep in mind, it's when Digivolving effect, the D-Digivolve 3, is not DNA based. So if your Heavy Leo has popped its Fortitude, you've gotten your value out of it, it's already swung. It's kind of worth it to just go into Chaosmon for 5, and then D-Digivolve 3, and then, give something minus 8k. And if you can kind of chip in with the trash top of both player security effects. Also, how I was talking about earlier, if you manage to get Heavy Leo and Boncho Man on the field, you can just DNA for an even crazier stack. I don't think that's personally worth it. It does have partition, however, Heavy Leo does not have an on play, so you don't really get crazy value out of it except for Boncho. But yeah, I run the one of Quartzmon because Quartzmon is still a phenomenal card. A lot of decks can't really deal with it, especially when they can't unsuspend, and it just stops a bunch of OTK shenanigans. So it stops Mirage, it stops Jessamon, it stops even Bloomlord whenever they can't do anything. However, watch yourself, because if you get Quartzed back and you're in like a Quartz lock, it's a lot harder for you to get out of it than it is for them to get out of it. So that's the Digimon. We are running 34 Digimon in total. Like I said, if you want to mess with ratios, probably remove the Chaosmon, maybe up a rookie. And I also recommend bringing in the Pomumon if you don't like the Terriermon. So for options, I'm going to kind of skip around here, but we have 4 agility trainings, consistency, reduction. That's it. It can pick up every single card in your deck except for X Antibody, Final Zubagon, and Heaven's Judgment, which is fine. You're missing 3 cards, and usually you're not searching for those cards anyway. 2 green memory boosts. Same thing as the trainings. It's just consistency. If you don't have the 4 agility trainings, feel free to go up green memory boosts. They are in essence the same card. Agility trainings can just pick up any card, while green memory boost can pick up Digimon. For our removal, we're running 2 giant missiles and 2 Heaven's Judgment. Giant missile is better than the final boss punch. The reason I say that is because you want to look at these cards first in a vacuum, right? Peak consistency. You know, you can activate all the effects, everything, and then you want to evaluate them lower. And as you get lower, final boss punch is actually worse because it requires a body on the field. It's basically the same exact memory cost, and it's DP reduction versus the bottom decking. In my opinion, bottom decking is more important. And giant missile stuns something, which is insane value in this meta whenever you're dealing with shit like Magnamon X, Paildramon, who unsuspends a million times, Bloomlord, who can unsuspend a million times, Numemon, who has 30 bodies on the field. There's just tons of things that you want to deal with and that you want to lock down so that your bodies can take care of them first. So Final Zubagon is kind of just that cream on the crop for your big boys. So Heavy Leomon does meet that threshold to gain Rebo and Security Attack +2, or Security Attack +1, sorry, as well as Quartzmon and Chaosmon. Obviously, they're already that high, so it's really easy for them to meet that threshold. And Reboot is just a very strong mechanic, especially if you have the loader Leomon who gives blocker. Heaven's Judgment is basically the same thing as Giant Missile. It's just really, really good, and you have multiple multicolored Digimon that you'll get the full value out of. X Antibody, the only thing you're using X Antibody for is if you have a level 5 or Heavy Leo on the field without any inheritables. You can slot it under to trigger Fortitude again. That's about it. Really simple. And then you run 2 of the Mimis. A lot of our stuff costs a lot. Obviously, we get a lot of memory reduction through, our when attackings and our trainings and our green memory boosts. However, Heavy Leo, Quartz, Chaos, and etc. still cost a lot of memory. So we want to just be set to 3 anyway. And a lot of decks nowadays have memory manipulation, and they can just set us to 1 every turn, and then we kind of just cry. Also, since we have Fortitude, our level 5s and level 6s are really sticky. Since it is like that, very consistently can we hatch or move a level 3 up to get another stack going to just put the opponent in a worse position. That's pretty much it for the deck build, guys. It's very simple, very easy. This is my first one, so I hopefully y'all don't critique me too much. I'm going to be testing and bringing another Heavy Leo deck building guide later in the weeks. I'm going to be testing EX6 with Leopardmon X Antibody and Cherubimon Ace. Cherubimon Ace is almost a surefire. I'm probably going to be removing some of the level 7s. Their value is weakening as the sets go on. But yeah, I'm going to put some other cards up on the screen if you guys think that you might be able to run it. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave it in the description below. Or I'll leave things in the description. You guys leave things in the comments. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be bringing you guys a few extra. So catch you later.